Welcome one and all to Night Owl. Today we're going to discuss Patti Adkins, a dedicated mother and respected employee, vanished without a trace on June 29, 2001. Her disappearance remains one of the most perplexing unsolved cases in Ohio's history. This video delves into the details surrounding Patti's life, her mysterious disappearance, and the ongoing investigation that has left her family and friends searching for answers for over 2 decades. Patricia Patti Adkins was born in 1967 in Logan County, Ohio. She grew up in the close-knit community of Marysville, where she was known for her warm personality and strong work ethic. Patti attended the local schools and graduated from Marysville High School. She married young and had a daughter, whom she dedicated her life to raising. Despite the challenges of being a single mother, Patti managed to balance her responsibilities at home and work. Patti planned a vacation to Canada with her boyfriend. I should point out that Mr. Wonderful was already married with children at the time. After boarding her pets and dropping off her daughter at her ex's home, she got a ride to work for her night shift. She left a message for her sister Marcia, explaining the week's plan and mentioning poor cell service, but promising to call when possible. At midnight, Patti clocked off and left the Honda factory. She was supposed to hide in the back of her boyfriend's truck under a tonneau cover he bought, ensuring she wasn't seen by colleagues or the friend he was dropping off before their trip. She had no luggage as he promised to buy her new clothes upon arrival, and that was the last time she was ever seen. For a week, no one heard from Patti. By Sunday, her friends and family began to worry. Marcia repeatedly called her sister without success, then contacted Patti's boyfriend. His wife answered, saying he wasn't back yet. When she called again later, the boyfriend had returned but without Patti. He denied knowing about any trip and claimed he barely knew Patti Adkins, insisting he hadn't gone on vacation with her and that she was not his girlfriend, as he was married with children. He claimed he knew Patti from work, but nothing more. No, of course she's not your girlfriend. She's just a coworker that you happen to bump uglies with once in a while. Marcia called her sister at their mother's house, expressing concern about Patti's sudden disappearance. By 7 p.m. Sunday, Marcia had filed a missing person report with the police. Unable to sleep, she began investigating herself. Marcia informed the boyfriend's wife about his affair with Patti and the gifts Patti would buy him as souvenirs from her vacations. The wife was skeptical and asked questions before handing the phone to her husband. Marcia quickly realized he was also trying to gauge how much she knew. Upon arrival at Patti's residence, law enforcement confirmed that everything was in order, with no indication of forced entry or disturbance. Patti had received a ride from her friend, proceeded to her workplace, and concluded her shift shortly after midnight. The events that transpired thereafter remain unclear. It was unlike Patti to leave her daughter and family unexpectedly. Detectives interviewed the boyfriend, who consented to searches of his home and business and appeared cooperative, yet he persistently denied any romantic involvement. Subsequently, they questioned his wife, who remained skeptical about the alleged affair. She asserted that due to their work commitments, side business, and childcare responsibilities, it was implausible for her husband to engage in such an affair. Sure, lady, I'm sure he was as pure as the freshly driven snow. But the question she should be asking is, who is doing the driving? Anyway, on the night Patti finished work, the boyfriend returned home by 2:30 a.m., having completed his shift around midnight, similar to Patti. After dropping off a friend. Wait a second. It took him 2.5 hours to drop off a friend? Where the hell did the friend live anyway? The boyfriend claimed that he and his friend stopped at a fast food restaurant before he dropped him home that night. But in articles about this case, it's unclear whether the friend confirmed the stop after the shift. Arriving home 2.5 hours after punching out, even to eat, is mainly unaccounted for, though he did give his friend a ride. He claimed that he spent the remainder of the weekend with his wife and children, including a brief fishing trip. His schedule did not allow for additional activities. Nevertheless, Patti's colleagues, aware of the emotional aspect of the relationship, indicated that the connection extended beyond physical encounters. They communicated extensively, forging an intimate bond despite limited physical interaction throughout the year. This provided the boyfriend with the opportunity to maintain the relationship amidst his obligations. However, during their investigation, police found a birthday card signed by Patti in the boyfriend's house. They also discovered a phone that Marcia said Patti had bought for him. A Hard Rock Cafe t-shirt, which Marcia recalled Patti buying during their trip to Florida, was also found. These items revealed the relationship between Patti and the boyfriend, proving it was indeed real. Despite extensive questioning, he provided an alibi that investigators were unable to fully corroborate. During their investigation, the police had discovered that, over Patti's and her boyfriend's one-year relationship, she had loaned him quite a bit of money, around $90,000. She had also told her friends and family that she was planning to take a substantial amount of cash with her for the trip, money which was never recovered. When it comes to why he needed that $90,000, well, remember I said that old Loverboy was running a side business. Well, it seems he wanted to buy out his share of the company. And he told Patti that he couldn't leave his wife until that was done. And once his dear old wifey was out of the picture, then he and Patti could truly be together. He's such a charmer, isn't he? Anyway, this poor woman went into some real debt for this POS. And I'm sorry, but even if the dude had nothing to do with her disappearance, he's still a POS in my opinion. I mean, she remortgaged her house, took money out of her 401k, and cashed in some stocks, all for him. But he did say that once they returned from their little vacation from the Great White North, he'd start paying her back. Yeah, sure you would, buddy. They even brought cadaver dogs out to check out the boyfriend's place, and the dogs did get a hit, over at a spot of freshly poured cement. So they of course dug it up. And do you want to know what they found? Nothing. But the interesting part is the cement used at this location was actually leftover cement from another job site. The problem is, during my research, I found nothing saying they ever even checked out the other job site. I mean, it kinda seems like a no-brainer to me. So, if they didn't check it out, then the cops really dropped the ball on that one. The cops decided to check out the boyfriend's pickup truck, and they noticed it had the parts for one of those tonneau covers. But the part that actually pulls down was missing. They talked to one of the dudes that the boyfriend worked with, and he said that the tonneau cover was put on it the day that Patti went missing, but then got rid of it about a week later. But this guy was a bit confused on why he bought the cover to begin with. I mean, this was in fact a company truck, and the flatbed was pretty important for the whole operation, and the cover, well, it would just be in the way. They located the cover and had a forensic team go over it with a fine-tooth comb. And they did indeed find a few things. Like cat hair, this hair belonged to Patti's cats. One very small drop of blood. It was so small, in fact, that the cops were a little worried about testing it. I mean, they'd only get one shot at it. So they thought it might be a good idea to wait. To wait for DNA technologies to advance a bit, to have a better chance of success. And I guess they did end up testing it eventually. During my research, I went on a Facebook page that was made by Patti's sister as a tribute to Patti. Anyway, she had said that the blood was made up of two profiles. One was the boyfriend's. The other profile, well, unfortunately, that one was inconclusive. There was, of course, other evidence that points towards the boyfriend, like his inconsistent stories and the fact that he failed a lie detector test. So you may be asking yourself, why oh why has this dude not been arrested? Well, according to the coppers, there just isn't enough concrete evidence. But he does remain their top suspect. Despite the years that have passed since Patti's disappearance, her case remains open and active. The Marysville Police Department continues to receive tips and leads, many of which have been followed up with no conclusive results. Her family has kept her memory alive, advocating for her case and seeking justice through various means, including social media campaigns and public awareness events. Patti's disappearance has had a profound effect on her community and those who knew her. The case has instilled a sense of caution and awareness among residents, highlighting the importance of safety and vigilance. Her family and friends have endured the emotional toll of an unresolved case, holding on to hope that someday they will find answers. As the years pass, Patti Adkins' legacy continues to be honored through various initiatives. Memorials and tributes remind everyone of her vibrant spirit and the void left by her absence. Her family remains steadfast in their pursuit of justice, hoping that new developments or breakthroughs in the case will finally bring closure. The mysterious disappearance of Patti Adkins remains an enigma that has captivated the hearts and minds of many. As we reflect on her life and the circumstances surrounding her vanishing, the quest for answers and justice continues. This video serves as a testament to a cherished individual whose story deserves to be told and remembered. Every new lead, theory, and piece of evidence brings hope that one day, The truth will emerge, and Patti Adkins will be found. If anyone out there has any information on this case, then please contact the Marysville, Ohio Police Department at 937-645-7300 or the Central Ohio Crime Stoppers at 614-461-8477. That's 614-461-TIPS. We here at Night Owl would like to extend our sympathies to the Adkins family in hopes that one day you will have the closure you need. Thank you for stopping by. If you liked this video, then please hit like and subscribe and share it. It'll really help our channel out. And if you have any cases you'd like me to cover, then by all means, leave me a post in the comments. Until next time, peace to you and yours. Good night.